Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to look at solving radical equations. If you've completed the quadratics videos in the Pre-Calculus 11 playlist, then today's lesson will be a lot easier for you. So just a reminder, if we have a plus b squared, this is a plus b times a plus b, and then we distribute a times a squared, ab, ba, and b squared, and then this adds up to being 2ab like that. And so what we're going to do is practice doing it the short way. Instead of distributing the long way, we're going to practice the short way. So a squared, 2ab, b squared, like that. So we're going to do the same thing here. X squared, 2x3, right? So 2 times x times 3 is 6x. And then plus 3 squared gives 9, like that. Okay, again, x squared, 2 times x times negative 2, so that's negative 4x. And then negative 2 being squared gives 4. Okay, one more time. 1 squared, 1. 2 times 1 times negative x gives negative 2x. Negative x squared gives x squared, like that. So we're going to be using this in our lesson today. So example 1, solve the given equation. So here we have root x minus 2 equals x minus 2. We're going to square both sides. And so this cancels out. What's left is x minus 2. Here we have x squared. 2 times x times negative 2, negative 4x. Negative 2 squared, 4, like that. We're going to put it all on one side, like that. So we got x squared minus 5x plus 6, like that. It turns out we can factor this. So product negative 6, sum of negative 5. Sorry, product of 6, yeah. The two numbers are negative 2 and negative 3. So we rewrite that here, x minus 2 times x minus 3. What do you plug in to get 0? X equals 2 and x equals 3. So let's check those answers. For x equals 2, we plug it in. We get 0 equals 0. That's good. Plug in x equals 3. We get 1 equals 1, which is good as well. So both solutions are x equals 2 and x equals 3. Okay, B, root x plus 5 equals x minus 1. So we're going to square root both sides. So this is x plus 5 here. This is x squared. 2 times x times minus 1 is negative 2x plus 1, like that. Put it all on one side. So x squared minus 3x minus 4, like that. We're going to factor that. And so we have negative 4 product, sum negative 3. The two numbers are 1, negative 4, so we rewrite that here. X plus 1 times x minus 4. What do you plug in to get 0? Negative 1 and 4. So we're going to check. Negative 1, we plug it in. We get 2 equals negative 2, which is false. So x equals negative 1 is not a solution. It's extraneous. That's what we call it. X equals 4, we plug that in, we get 3 equals 3, which is good. So x equals 4 is our solution to the equation. C, root x minus 1 equals 3 plus root x. So we're going to square both sides. So this is x minus 1 here. Here we have 3 squared, 9. 2 times 3 times root x gives 6 root x. Root x squared gives x, like that. We're going to put the x on the other side. That goes away. We're going to put 9 on the other side. So we get minus 10 equals 6 root x. We're going to divide by 6 to both sides. So we get root x equals minus 5 over 3. We're going to square both sides. So we get x equals 25 over 9. So we're going to check our answer. 25 over 9 minus 1, root that, equals 3 plus root 25 over 9. We simplify, and we get 4 over 3 equals 14 over 3, which is false. So 25 over 9 is extraneous, and therefore there's no solution. Okay, D. Root 2x minus 1 minus 2 equals negative root x, like that. So we're going to go plus 2 to both sides, so this root is on its own. Square both sides, so 2x minus 1. 2 squared. 2 times negative root x is negative 4 root x. Negative root x squared is x, like that. We're going to move the x on the other side, 4 on the other side like that. So we have negative 4 root x. We're going to square both sides. So this is x squared. 2 times x times negative 5, negative 10x. Negative 5 squared, 25 like that. Negative 4 squared, 16. Root x squared x like that. We're going to put it all on the other side. So we have x squared minus 26x plus 25 equals 0. We're going to factor that. So product 25, sum negative 26. Those two numbers are negative 1 and negative 25. And so we rewrite that as such. What do you plug in to get 0? X equals 1 and x equals 25. So we check x equals 1. We get negative 1 equals negative 1, which is good. 25, we plug it in, and we get 5 equals negative 5, which is false. So therefore, x equals 25 is extraneous, and the only solution is x equals 1. Okay, time for some practice. Practice number 1, solve the given equation, A, B, C, D. Go ahead and pause the video and answer that. Okay, A, root 5x plus 11 equals x plus 3. Square both sides. This is x squared plus 6x plus 9. Put it all on one side. We get x squared plus x minus 2. We're going to factor it. Product negative 2, sum is 1. Those two numbers are 2 and negative 1. Plug that in. X plus 2, x minus 1. What do you plug in to get 0? X equals negative 2 and x equals 1. We're going to check our answers. X equals negative 2. We plug it in. We get 1 equals 1, which is good. We plug in x equals 1. We get 4 equals 4, which is good. And so both numbers are solutions to the equation. Minus 2 and 1, like that. Okay, B. Square both sides. X squared minus 4x plus 4. Put it all on one side. We get x squared minus 6x plus 9. We can factor that. Product 9, sum negative 6. Those two numbers are minus 3 and minus 3. So we have it here. X minus 3 times x minus 3. What do you plug in to get 0? X equals 3. We're going to check our answer. Plug in 3 into our equation. And we get 1 equals 1, which is true. Therefore, x equals 3 is the solution. Okay, C. We're going to move 4 on the other side. So we got root x minus 6 like that. Square both sides. So 5x minus 4 equals root x squared x. 2 root x times negative 6 gives negative 12 root x. Negative 6 squared gives 36. We're going to put all this to the other side here. So we have 4x minus 40 equals negative 12 root x. We're going to divide by 4 to both sides. So we get x minus 10 equals negative 3 root x, right? We just made it a little bit simpler. Square both sides. X squared, 2x minus 10, so negative 20x. Negative 10 squared, 100, like that. Negative 3 squared is 9. Root x squared is x, like that. Put it all on one side. We're going to factor x squared minus 29x plus 100. Product 100, sum negative 29. Those two numbers are negative 25 and negative 4, so we plug that in like that. What do you plug in to get 0? X equals 25 or x equals 4. So we're going to check x equals 25. When we plug it in, we get negative 7 equals 3, which is false. So x equals 25 is extraneous. When we plug in x equals 4, we get 0 equals 0, which is true. Therefore, the solution is x equals 4. Okay, D. Square both sides. 2x plus 3 remains. On this side, we have this squared, which is 3 minus x. 2 times this times that gives 6 root 3 minus x. And then 3 squared gives 9, like that. So 3 minus x plus 9, we put that to the other side. So we have 3x minus 9 equals 6 root 3 minus x. We can divide by 3 to both sides, make it a little simpler. So x minus 3 equals 2 root 3 minus x. We square both sides. So this is x squared. 2 times x times negative 3 is negative 6x. Negative 3 squared is 9. 2 squared is 4. Root 3 minus x is 3 minus x. We're going to distribute here. So this is 12 minus 4x like that. Put it all on one side. X squared minus 2x minus 3. We can factor that. Product negative 3, sum negative 2. Those two numbers are negative 3 and 1. So we rewrite it as x minus 3, x plus 1 equals 0. What do you plug in to get 0? X equals 3 and x equals negative 1. If we check for x equals 3, plug it in, we get 3 equals 3, which is good. If we plug in negative 1, we get 1 equals 5, which is false. Therefore, negative 1 is extraneous, and the only solution is x equals negative 3. And that's it. It's that easy. I'll see you guys in the next video.